what I think was really good was sending it to people that didn't know about my study. They didn't know what I was trying to do or say. So if it makes sense to them, because that's what your peer reviewers are going to come at that same lens. So I sent an abstract to my group because that's just where I was up at that particular point. And, I didn't want to send them pages and pages.
So we were in like, I remember, a chat group, like online, similar to Padlet, where we were 4 people, I think, in a group. In the beginning, some engaged, like all 4 engaged, and we also had a session where we met, and then we also exchanged each other's papers and actually revised them or gave feedback. So that was really good. And so I think she published her paper as well and finished her thesis already. So I think, yeah.
I think breaking out in those groups is a good thing, but bouncing your ideas and writing off other people is a great idea. I think the other one where you suggested go out and give it to your friends and colleagues, well, not colleagues, but friends that aren't associated in your profession, and get them to read it.
Yeah.
And if they can understand it, to a point, if they can understand it, well, that was great. I think that was a really good. I gave it to a couple of mates who weren't ambos, and they went, "Oh, wow, yeah, I get what you're saying." So I think that's a great thing. And don't be afraid of criticism. That was my biggest concern, was people going to write back saying, "Oh, this is rubbish," and and how am I going to go on with that? But be ready to take those knocks and look at those knocks and break them down and get the positives out of them. And
I got a couple of really good points. I think about 4 or 5 people did respond, and a couple had said it was very clear. A few had said, "Oh, why have you?" They were unclear about a couple of things.
Yeah, we had a couple of people that we interacting quite often. I started from scratch because I wanted to break away from a PhD and write something away from that. So I had that concept. It was going to be a chapter in my PhD, but my supervisor said it didn't quite fit. So I did have some of it, but I essentially started from scratch. Yeah.
But you really only need one other person in the end,
Yeah,
don't you?
it makes it easier with just one, I think, also to do the exchange.